Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 3200, and this is our sports updates page. Our sports update show. I say page, man. It's been a long night, man. Leo, we played the doggone Taylor Swift drinking game, so I am still a little bit out of it.
Mm, mm.
That was a long game, man. Man, how's it going, Leo?
Oh, I'm great.
Oh,
I'm
good,
great.
good. Great Monday, great Monday. Everything's moving
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Work was great. After work is great. I'm great.
I got my Ursha Raymond, man.
I see.
I wanted to support, man. The good Ursha Raymond, man. The 80 what's the album? 8701 and Confessions, man. That Usher, man. That's what I'm
Okay,
going
you
for.
was a Liberace. Oh,
Nah, I can't do that new Ursha, man. I can't do the new Ursha dress, man. It's out there.
there was a lot going on that stage.
It was.
People was
It,
flipping all up in the air, all around, and everything. There was a lot going on. But I like
it,
the way he threw in those distractions, and nobody noticed that he had strippers on the pole. So
well,
great
I
work.
was gonna say I noticed, but
Yeah, nobody else in the internet world, they gonna be a week later. Oh, it's like when they figured out Beyonce was black at the Super Bowl. He had strippers
they didn't
on the
notice the strippers.
pole.
They didn't notice the strippers, but they noticed JD's socks, man. They noticed
Oh
Jermaine
man,
Dupri.
everything about JD we noticed. Like, who gave him the little English kid going to school outfit? What the hell, JD? Did you decide who? Why? Why? Why would you come out? I was like, who the hell? Oh crap, that's JD. Why he dressed like
I thought it was CeeLo, bro. I thought it was CeeLo. I thought
oh
it was
man, it
CeeLo
would
when
have
I
been
first
better if
seen
it
it. I
was
look,
CeeLo because CeeLo does stuff like that. So it's like, that's just CeeLo.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my god. I was like, what the hell he got on?
yeah. And then I didn't notice the socks until everybody started pointing it out. I started seeing the internet reacting. But I was too busy looking at the shorts and the jacket. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, man. It was what the hell? I didn't even I'm glad they must have started from the bottom up. I started from the top. I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it. I was like, "What the hell, JD got?" Oh man,
Yeah.
it just was wrong, man. What's wrong?
Hey, check on him, man. He had the ruffle socks, man. The ruffle socks they wear on Easter Sunday.
I was like, "No, no."
Oh, he looked like Eddie Monster, man. That's what he looked like.
Yeah,
That Eddie
yeah,
Monster.
yeah. It was like, "What the hell?" I
Oh
don't
man.
know, man. It was just bad outfit choice. Maybe he. I'm going to say that he had another outfit. Somebody wasted some drink on it. And so he had a quick change, and that was all they had. It wasn't even his real outfit. It was supposed to be an outfit somebody was supposed to wear that was flipping all around, the field and stuff.
It was supposed to be Ursula's little boy outfit, man,
Oh
and
man,
it's the only thing they had this size after the spill, man.
it was just like, what the hell?
I was say JD ain't known for dress like JD always had that just he always dressed like hip hop. Whatever stage we
Yeah,
were in hip
yeah.
hop, he
If
always
that's hip
dressed in
hop,
that.
I ain't doing it. I
Yeah,
ain't.
yeah. But I don't know. It was just unusual because it was him. Like it was anybody, Andre 3000, like you said, or a couple
Yeah,
CeeLo or
like
anybody like that. That'd
Earth
be
Gang. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's
yeah. Nah, not JD, not Jermaine Dupri, man. Jermaine Dupri got a light skinned wife with an ugly face.
I don't know. I don't know. All I have to say is, if that's hip hop, I'm going to country with Beyonce.
So let's get into the game, man. We didn't even try to get into the halftime show just yet, but we got into it, man. Let's get into the game, man. If you don't know, Kansas City is the Super Bowl champions. They repeated. Uh, they repeated, came back in overtime to win the game in overtime. It was a very, very long game.
Well, it had overtime. Well, how many Super Bowls then went into overtime?
I don't know,
Not
but
many.
we don't need that no more, man. It's kind of my fault too. I was begging for a good game, something close, because we've had some blowouts to some of
And
the
it
Super
was
Bowls.
something close. There you go.
Yeah,
That's what you get.
yeah. I shouldn't have begged for it, man. It was long. It
Mm.
was long. They need to just automatically make the day after Super Bowl a federal holiday, man, because that's the worst part. Because everybody's thinking
Move
about, man, I got to
President's
go to
Day
work.
up a week.
Yeah, move President's Day up a week, man, and just give everybody off. That was the worst part, man, because you try to have a good time. You doing these Taylor Swift shots, and then that's all you keep thinking about is I got to go to work in the morning.
Mm, mm.
Oh man, but the game, man. I'm not gonna lie. I know we already had this conversation, but the first half to me was super boring and super slow. It picked up in the second half a little bit. Uh, I don't even know where I want to start with this game, man. Uh, let's start. This, I mean, what's your takeaways, Leo? Man, what's your takeaways from the game, man?
I thought it was a good game. I thought the beginning was slow, but it was still good. I think it was surprising. I think that's why most people thought it was slow. If they thought it was slow, it was surprising. They expected it to be just a shootout. I made a touchdown. I made a touchdown. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, and it wasn't. Um, they expected to see a little more
Big
Mahomes
plays, man.
big plays, Mahomes craziness at the beginning, where I feel like 49ers kind of kept him within contained in the beginning, but Mahomes get better as the game goes on. So that's when he started getting better. And also, man, this is the second time today talking with you. I can't remember that dude name from 49ers who got hurt. And
Oh,
that kind
Greenlaw.
of yeah, Greenlaw got hurt, and that kind of messed them up in that second half and everything else like that. So I don't think to me it wasn't a bad game. To me, the 49ers should, hold the well, maybe Brock. I think Purdy should hold his head up because he didn't got a lot accomplished this year, compared to what somebody in his stature or should have got or whatever, or could or would have went. So he did good. He did good for what he came with the fill in.
He did horrible.
Oh, he did horrible. So let's go. Let's go. Cooper
Let's
Rush.
go, man.
Cooper Rush.
Let's
Cooper
go.
Rush. Cooper Rush.
Cooper
Your
Rush would
second
have
string.
won that game, man.
No, he
Cooper
wouldn't
Rush
have.
could have won
Your
that
second
game.
string quarterback, they didn't even trust him with the team y'all had. He had
Look, but
five
he,
games.
he better than Brock Purdy.
He had five. No, he ain't. He had 5 games. That's all y'all gave him. Y'all didn't trust him. All y'all was scared that year. If he would have played more than 5, y'all was like, nah, Cooper can't. Cooper can hold these 5 games right here. But anything more than that 5 games that y'all was gonna play, y'all wasn't trying to put Cooper
Let
Rush.
me tell you. But Cooper Rush is the backup. Brock Purdy is the
Brock Purdy
starter.
is the backup to the backup.
He's the starter now. He was a
He was
starter
the
all
backup.
season. Let
Yeah,
me tell
he's
you
a
why he
starter.
sucked.
He's a starter now. He's the starter now, but he started off as the backup to the backup.
As the
So
back.
nobody, I'm not
He should
saying
have stayed there. He should have
whatever,
stayed there. He should have
whatever.
stayed
He
there.
did. The dude did pretty good to say where he started out from with everything else. He didn't have a bad year. A pretty good year for a third string last pick um player.
You, you're
You
giving
know
him
what I mean?
excuses. He did good for a loser. That's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep hearing.
Hey,
Garoppolo would have won that game, man, for him. If they had Garoppolo
more of a
starting.
winner. He's more of a winner than your team.
Dak would have won that. With that team, Dak would have won.
Oh Jesus. You acting like Dak, you acting like your team didn't have people.
My team has never lost a game with 4 turnovers
You
in the
act like
game.
your team didn't have people.
Our team would not have
Your team did
lost.
not make it past the
We
first
wouldn't
game.
have lost the Super Bowl with
Your
4
team didn't
turnovers.
make it
Kansas
past
City
the
was
first
pretty much
game, man.
giving
You
it to
can't
them.
say nothing if your team didn't make it past the first game.
Let me
You
tell you,
can't call that dude trash. You could say, I don't like this dude.
the
You can
dude was
say whatever
trash.
you want to say about this dude, but you can't call him trash if he
His
made it all the way to the
QBR,
Super Bowl.
his QBR was 69.
And he made it to the Super Bowl.
He made it to the Super Bowl, but
He
you
made it.
you played to win the game. You played to win the big
He
game.
was
You don't
playing
play
to
to
win. He
lose.
only missed by 3 points, man. It's not like they got blown out.
So
Hey,
what do you think, Isaac? They should have did more Wildcat with Debo and let Jennings be the quarterback.
Jennings had a higher QBR. He had a higher QBR than him and a longer pass. He had the longest pass.
Whatever, man. That dude, he did a really good job. You got to give the dude that. He did a good job for his position and what he was.
He was a good game
I'm looking at
manager.
this game. For this game,
Thank you, Jonathan.
he
I
was
agree with
not
that.
good.
He was a good game manager. He kept it there. He kept it where it needed to be, but
He lost the Super
yeah,
Bowl.
he made it to
Still
the Super
Mr.
Bowl.
Irrelevant. No,
He made
and
it.
he was. It doesn't matter if he made it. Let me tell you, who did good? McCaffrey did good. Jennings did good. San Francisco defense did good. Purdy looked mid, like the kids say. He looked mid out there, man. His passes, against what Romo was saying, his passes were not accurate. His passes were high. A couple of them could have been picked off. His passes were high. They were going real high, staying in the air for a while. He missed a couple passes in the end zone because he threw it 10 yards past the receiver. I mean, he was. I'm looking at each ball that he throws.
You know who did get picked off?
Huh?
You know who did get picked off at that Super Bowl?
Mahomes got picked off, but he picked
it looked
it back
nice
up and
too.
he won.
I have to say the way he picked it, the dude grabbed it looked nice.
But he still won the game.
He got picked off.
When it
he
counted,
won by a kick. He won by a kick.
He won by a touchdown. He got the touchdown at the end of the game. When he had to make the move, he finished the game. Brock Purdy did not finish the game.
Like I said,
he did not finish the game. You had the lead.
Goes
he
on.
had the lead.
Had the game the whole game.
Had the lead the entire game. 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers, and he didn't finish the game.
That was the probability. Nah, that was the probability chart. They had the game the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing was, you saw who was the game manager and who was the game.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. And that's why I'm like, he did good. He did good with what he had. You know what I mean? He's not trash. I can't call that dude a trash quarterback especially looking at my team.
You want him in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Take him. He'd be just as trash as
we talking about Derek Carr. We talking about those two dudes. We talking about one dude who'll start the game out in the first quarter and he's phenomenal. Next quarter, he throwing nothing but interceptions. Another dude who interception through the whole damn game. So yes, sir. If we got somebody who can manage a ball compared to these two guys that I got, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, he was
somebody who listen and just out there trying to do the best he can without any attitudes or any craziness going on, licking your fingers and everything else. Yeah, I'll take that compared to what I got.
Yeah, now he managed the game good. You can see on both stat sheets who was the game changers. Like Isaac said, Christian McCaffrey, he led with rushing and receiving, which is horrible if your running back is leading with receiving yards. And then Patrick Mahomes, of course, was the leading passer and rusher, which is horrible because that means your run game ain't doing anything.
Yeah.
So both defenses, I say, the defenses came to show. I mean, both defenses showed out. Everybody was looking for like a higher game, and I think that's why Isaac didn't like it.
Yeah, and most people are. That's what they say about most of these games like these. If it's a defensive game, most people be like it's boring and they don't like them. But offensive games, they like those type of games.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like a good defensive game, man.
Mhm.
Some good hits.
Yeah. I feel like Mahomes should have got plugged on one of them runs he did, but they didn't. You saw him kind of friendly it out. You know what I mean? And he got like 3 or 4 extra yards behind that.
Yeah,
But I don't know that whole quarterback thing is kind of trippy. I don't like the fact that when the running back or whoever has the ball get lower than the defensive guy, and the defensive guy is already in there doing it, they call the helmet on the defensive guy when the offensive guy obviously got lower than him when he was already low. Um, it's just these rules, man. They just I don't know.
I just want to say too, man. You kept talking about interceptions and your quarterbacks. I just want to say Brock Purdy threw like 3 times as many interceptions as your quarterback in New Orleans. I just looked up the stats there, man. So
Still, look where Derek Carr is.
you telling
Carr
me
ain't
you
but
telling
you
me,
put those players with Derek Carr though.
huh?
You put those
I
players with
still
Derek.
don't
You
feel like
put
Carr
Derek
would.
Carr on that
It was
team
I
and
still
definitely
they
don't
against
won
feel
and
them.
like
they
I
win the
don't.
Super
I still
Bowl.
don't feel like Carr would have what you call it that, and only because when you're a guy in his situation, and like it is, you're listening, you straight, and I think that's the thing with Garoppolo and the coach. You're listening straight to the coach.
But the
Because
coach don't know stuff. Shanahan done lost the Super Bowl
Yeah,
already.
Shanahan the lost, but Shanahan had some really good plays and he had a lot of things going
Did
on to
Brady
compete
listen to
with
the
Kansas
coach?
City. He's
Did
got a
Peyton
lot of
Manning
stuff,
listen to the coach?
but Peyton Manning is a different player.
Did
Peyton Manning
CJ
at
Stroud listen to the coach?
I don't know if Stroud listens to the coach or not. I don't know
Heck
what
no.
Stroud.
D'Amico Ryan don't
Stroud
know
was,
nothing about no quarterback position.
He got offensive coordinator.
yeah. Either way, as y'all seen from that game, Shanahan had a lot of good plays just to confuse the defense. You gotta be able to listen to the coach on, or be able to look at them plays and understand what's going on with that. I don't know if Derek Carr would have did all that because Derek Carr seemed like he was struggling with our offense
But they don't have no receivers.
all
They ain't got Christian
year,
McCaffrey. They ain't
all
got the
game.
same
But it didn't
line.
matter. It didn't matter
I
about
think if you
Christian.
had a better
You know what?
quarterback with that
You
team, you
can't,
win the Super
you
Bowl with
can't say
4
that.
turnovers.
You can't say that, dude. You can't say that because at the end of the day, when you look at what Watson did in Houston, they didn't have too many good players, but he was out there killing the game. So it doesn't matter on
And that was the
what good
difference
players or
maker.
whatever you
That
got.
was the difference maker there. Look, Mahomes receivers, to tell the truth, ain't the greatest receivers. But when he needed to win the game, he beat them feet 22 yards to make sure that they won the game. Purdy wasn't trying to beat it. And that was another thing there.
Purdy
Shanahan
ain't a
got beat
runner
on.
like that.
That's another thing that
Purdy is
Shanahan got
not
beat
as
on.
fast as Mahomes.
Nah,
That's
he
another
ran a
thing.
couple plays. He ran a
Yeah,
couple
he did
times.
run a couple
No,
plays,
he
but he's
ran
still
for
not as
12
fast
yards.
as
He
Mahomes.
ran for 12 yards.
Everybody ain't a runner, man.
He should have started running or something.
Brady wasn't a runner.
Let me tell you where they messed up at. When the third quarter, when San Francisco came out and they decided to pass, give the ball away, punt. They did that like 3 drives in a row. They got away from the run. Christian McCaffrey had been killing them all game, and they got away from that. And when they start putting the ball in Purdy's hand and letting Purdy try to do it, that's when they start to fail. You get you a better quarterback than that. McCaffrey got tired. Now look, their defense got tired. Looked like everybody got tired that second half. I don't know what the heck was going on,
Because
but
they had a lot going on that first half.
but he didn't have nothing else to do. After that, they didn't have nothing else to do. When McCaffrey took his break and they put the ball in Purdy's hand, that's when they start to let Kansas City come back.
You are talking at the end of the day, you still are talking about a third string quarterback that
And he
made
the
it
starter
whole
now.
year.
He the
That made
starter.
the whole year for what you call it. And he
We-
didn't, and like Jonathan said, he still managed the ball.
But he's the starter too, though.
Yeah, he's the starter, but he
Tom
still managed the
Brady.
ball.
Where
to
did they
me,
get Tom Brady? Where they got him at in the draft? What, the 6th round?
Sixth
So
round, yeah.
he the
Sixth round.
same boat.
he still
So
wasn't the bad. He still was a third string, and he wasn't the last guy to get
he
picked.
wasn't
Tom
first
Brady.
string either, though.
He wasn't first
They
string, but he
said,
came out
well,
killing it.
truthfully, if you're looking at quarterbacks like that, most the first string ones aren't the greats. The greats are always like
Yeah,
later on.
he came out the Bledsoe got hurt, and he took
Yeah.
over the scene.
Tom Brady, when he came out the gate slanging and winning, we
But
knew,
that's
this
Brady.
kid
Look
gonna
how
be
many
something
people
special.
since
I
Brady.
can't look at Purdy and say this kid's gonna be something special in 5 years. I can look at Purdy and say, hey, he
I
got
can-
about another year to be a starter before they get rid of him.
I can look at Purdy. I can look at Purdy and be like, this is a pretty solid dude. And that's what he showed me. He's just a pretty solid dude. He's young and everything else. He's still got to learn and get some of the things placed and stuff like that. But he's still a pretty solid dude. Like I said, he's more solid to me than both my quarterbacks. No matter what you be like, oh, he got 3 times more interceptions than. You still, man.
I don't know why y'all give this dude a pass. Romo kept giving him a pass yesterday too. Y'all give him a pass. If Dak would have
But
had the numbers and played the same
difference
way,
is
he'd have
the
been the worst quarterback.
The problem is people like you is like he's trash, but I'm like you still can't call the dude trash compared to everybody else who's sitting on the couch.
Out of the
You can't
32
be that-
quarterbacks,
you can't
out
be-
the
you
32
can't-
quarterbacks, he's 31.
Yeah, because he was Mr. irrelevant or whatever.
Jeez, nah, he ain't
All right.
31, man.
Nah, he's
than
not
that.
31.
Yeah.
But he's and that's what I'm saying. He's not a bad dude. The way you make it sound like it's like he's the worst dude, but he can't be that bad if he made it that far.
No, y'all keep
they didn't play some hard teams, and they didn't play hard teams before they even made it to that level.
All right.
To be that bad. So you can't.
All right. Let's get into the other quarterback here, man. I don't want we about halfway the show. We still got to talk a lot about halftime. There, we got to talk a lot about halftime. But Mahomes got MVP. Did he deserve? He got MVP of the NFL. Did he deserve that?
Yeah, after running out on runs, he did.
Oh, he got MVP for the game.
He got MVP for the game. They gave Lamar the MVP.
Okay.
Yeah, for the game. After you done all, you ran more than your doggone running back.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I hate about the MVP is why they got to give it to the winning team. Because sometimes the team on the other side, the NBA does it and the NFL does. Sometimes there's players on the other side that play way better than the MVP. To me, McCaffrey should have, if San Francisco would have won, McCaffrey would have got it, or Jennings would have got it. And both of them played way better. It was way more impactful than Mahomes. I mean, Mahomes did the one good play at the end, but the rest of the game, he struggled against their defense.
They probably give it to the winning team because the winning team is right there.
Yeah.
The losing team is already here to the back, tears and everything else ready to go home. Man, grab this dude. He already pissed off, and in the middle of this team he just lost to, you want to give him MVP.
I think you change it to take the MVP because MVP most valuable player. To me, the most valuable player on that field was McCaffrey because that team rode his back. They changed it to player of the game or something like that. Don't say really? MVP.
Or it could have been the kickers.
Yeah, the kickers had a bigger impact.
Excellent job on both of them. They broke records.
Oh, you broke the record? I'm gonna break your record.
Yeah. They was the real fight on the field.
Well, they had a bigger fight on the field there. The Andy Reid and Kelsey. Huh?
They had a streaker.
Yeah, they had a streaker too.
Did it? It's like, what the hell?
They had a bigger fight on the field. Andy Reid and Kelsey, man. Neither one of them said what really happened. Kelsey talking about he bumped up to him to say I love you. And Andy Reid was like, we just had a conversation. But it looked more than a conversation, man. What y'all thought about that?
It wasn't no fight, but it wasn't no I love you. You could see. I mean, I'm an amateur lip reader, and that was shot, I love you.
Yeah,
Oh,
they already got a meme for it. I just saw it talking about had him, you know, bumping into him, talking about what the hell? My girlfriend here. Give me the effing ball, my girlfriend here. So
Oh man, it was kind of weird. It was like, what the heck?
yeah, it was early too, like
Yeah, he
Yeah.
real
like read
early.
up on him. I don't. It, to me, like I was telling y'all earlier, I don't feel like it was ill will, ill intent. I feel like it was like keep me out there or something like. You know what I mean? Kind of like just keep me out there, man. Keep me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Excited
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I think the real thing was Andy was focused on that field. And when
Yeah.
he did it, he didn't even know he was coming.
Yeah.
And
He
then
about gave my man a heart attack out there,
yeah,
man. He about gave my
coulda
man a
coulda
heart
killed
attack.
the coach.
Quaker Oats was about
Hey man, there was another funny meme out there. I don't know if y'all seen that one. They had that picture of Alicia Keys and said, if I send you this, that means we're starting off bad.
That's horrible, man. That's horrible.
Let's get in the halftime show,
That's
man. Boy.
horrible.
Let's get in the halftime, man. That Usher Raymond, man. Halftime, he sung all of his hits. He brought out Ludacris. JD, we was talking about early.
Lil Jon.
Lil Jon, and was that Will I Am? That was
Yeah,
Will
that
I
was
Am.
Will I Am. Will I Am
Okay.
and Alicia Keys.
And Alicia
And her.
Keys.
And her.
And her. Which out of all those guests, I think her was my favorite, man. She was killing that guitar. Let's get into it, man. What y'all thought about the show, man? Lee already said he had the strippers out there.
Yeah. They was clothed, but they was still stripping on them poles. That's all I'll say.
They brought Atlanta. They brought Atlanta.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
They brought Vegas in the beginning of the show. It was a lot of Vegas, man. They had the showgirls, Cirque du Soleil. They brought out Vegas, which I appreciate that with the NFL. He was trying to dance on the grass, and I was like, Ursh, I know you ain't gonna dance on the grass, bro. But they end up bringing them on stage or whatever.
And he brought I don't know if you noticed the band.
Yeah, Jackson State.
Yeah, Jackson State.
Yeah.
Jackson State band. Then he had some noops out there too. Doing had the noops out there.
That's the one thing that I did like about his show. There's a lot of little hidden, if you want to call them treasures. There's a lot of hidden treasures that was all up in there and going on all up in the show. So I did like that. He crunched this. It seemed like to me like he crunched as much as he could into that 15 minutes, which pissed me off because I was like the little halftime report. Y'all could have cut that crap.
Yeah.
I was like, nobody. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
the
they could have
stages
talked.
up.
They could have talked the halftime report coming back to the third
Yeah.
quarter.
Yeah, something.
13 minutes.
It was good, man. Like I said, controversy. I guess the internet, of course, is blowing up on the whole Alicia Keys thing there, with the dancing there and the flirtation.
Hershey just did her like he do every chick he bring up on stage. It don't matter if it's Alicia, Kiki Palmer, whoever go up on that stage.
Why is it always married women, though, man?
They want to come up. They want to come up. That's why your sister-in-law, when she talk about the one in Austin, we ain't getting VIP. We gonna be a nosebleed. That's what
it's like have that little sneaky kid look too like.
It'd be that little grin. It'd be the little grin, like, oh.
Like, get off. Nah, Swiss wasn't bad, man. He made a statement on his page. He said, y'all talk about the wrong dang thing. Y'all didn't see the amazing dress cover the entire stadium. Tonight's performance was nothing but amazing by the two amazing guys. Congrats, Usher and my love, Alicia Keys. That song is a classic. We don't need any negative vibes on this side. We make history. Go see Giants at Brooklyn Museum. It's open until July. Blessings. So he You know, he ain't mad, man. You know,
Yeah,
Swizz.
come on. It's just
Swizz, we seen the
hey,
dress. We seen the dress, but Usher seen the dress too. He
yeah,
got a
up
close
close
view,
and personal.
and he felt the dress too, because he was doing
it
the
was
curves thing, and I think he smacked the butt one time, and I don't know.
Hey, he did. I'm telling you, he touched it.
y'all,
He went
y'all
there.
going there.
He thought he was a Morion. Touch.
Oh yeah, hey, he touched it, man, and he really wrapped the arms around, man.
Oh yeah,
He got a little bit of everything.
yeah, he
He felt
did.
everything you done felt,
Oh
Swizz.
yeah,
I'm just putting it out.
Yeah, he felt everything. So
He didn't feel
oh
he
yeah,
got close.
oh yeah,
Hey,
oh yeah.
the way she was smiling.
oh man,
Oh
y'all are so
man.
bad.
Oh, the
So we
way she
say,
was
man, y'all
smiling.
ain't gonna get him caught up in that okey doke like y'all got that other
I don't know.
dude.
I don't know. She probably felt a little Ursha too. The way she was smiling at the end when they was
Yeah.
close. She probably felt a little.
You're wrong.
I want to know their confessions. God dang it. Yeah.
Oh
Bull
man.
crap.
Yeah, man. That was a lot, man. That was a lot.
I got it. Hold on.
JD socks. We talked about JD socks.
Yeah, that was a dress.
Yeah, the dress was nice, man. The dress was
See that little
amazing.
face right there, that little grin.
That little grin, yeah.
I don't like that, man. I don't like that.
As the same grin used to have when you sneaking in the cookie jar or something, maybe like I ain't getting caught.
Yeah, and you're looking at the corner of your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm done with y'all too, man.
Tell you.
Oh man. What else they had? They had JD, Will I Am.
Mhm.
It was good. Like you said, Leo, some of the songs, like you just get into he was doing just a 5
Because it
second
was like
segment.
15 minutes, man. It was
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
He did a lot for that little bit of time, but that halftime report, they could have just kicked that on out.
Yeah. Now
I mean, it wasn't.
I
Go
think
ahead.
there's some people out there talking about one of the best ever and all of that stuff, bro. I can't give it. It was a great show. It was a good show,
Mhm.
but I can't compare it to like the Prince, Michael Jackson, the Beyonce show. I can't
Dr.
compare it to
Dre.
those. Dr. Dre show still was better than me.
I think the thing that turned the Ursha a little bit down lower than those was they didn't do this in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think it would have been the Atlanta one they messed up on where they didn't have no Atlanta artists on there,
Yeah.
which was weird. But they didn't do it in Atlanta. So I think that's the only thing to me that turned out. But I also understand, he's doing Vegas and he's big on his Vegas show. So I get it.
Yeah.
But still. But let's talk about the beginning of the doggone Super Bowl. I'm pretty pissed off. I missed
forgot about the beginning. Go ahead.
number one, I missed the Black National Anthem because they showed it 30 minutes before the doggone Super Bowl.
Let me tell you what you would have hated about the National Black Anthem. Andre, she looked beautiful. She did a beautiful job. But let me tell you about the folks. Hey, they were sitting down, walking, grabbing hot dogs. Nobody stood up. Nobody did anything. But if you go back and watch the performance, if you look on her left shoulder, there's a white guy singing the words with her. That guy's invited to the cookout. Yeah, you would have hated, man. Like everybody, I'm looking at the artists like nobody's standing up.
That's the
Okay.
only thing because it started at 5:30 Central. It started 5:30 our time. So I was there like maybe like 5:25. And that's when they started doing everything else. And I was like, what about our song? Remember I hit y'all up on the little chat and I was like, hey, did they not do the and you was like, nah, they already did it.
Yeah, they did it before they even came out.
That's crazy. And I don't think that's right. Because what did they do the one year? The one year didn't they sing like America the Beautiful? Didn't
They
sing I
sung.
Am.
They sung. Post Malone sung America the Beautiful.
Yeah, I saw Post Malone.
Yeah.
And because I came in right before
and everybody stood up and
Oh yeah.
that's
Post
not even the
Malone and
national anthem.
Post Malone brought the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. I like that.
Much respect to Post Malone. Post Malone and Tony Romo brought the Cowboys to the Super
Tony
Bowl.
Romo ain't the man. Screw Tony Romo. Oh man, worst.
Commentate.
He was horrible.
The worst. Oh yeah, that was definitely a horse collar. The dude had a like this on the jersey. His knee buckled.
My favorite call was he was gassing up Purdy. He's like, oh, he's such amazing. His balls be so accurate. And right after he said that, the dude threw 10 yards past the receiver. And then people were mad at the last call of the game. You know, he kept talking. The last call, you got to go back and listen, but the last call, instead of just letting the game breathe and be in that moment where he threw the touchdown, Romo talked the entire way, all the way into the credit start roll. He was still talking like, it's an amazing play. That was called the corn dog. And he kept talking. So a lot of people were mad, upset at that. He called a horrible game.
Now, I don't know if you noticed this as well. We got that happen as well. So congrats to Usher. He obtained a marriage license to his girlfriend. So
okay.
So you know,
So,
and he was grabbing her too. See what I'm saying? He was grabbing her too.
Man, he can grab her. That's his girlfriend, man. What do?
That's how he was grabbing Alicia.
I guess Alicia Keys was a bachelor party.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? He brought the world to his bachelor party, had the strippers and everything. See what I'm saying?
No, go ahead. Let's go.
Oh man. What else, man? What else happened there? In Kelsey.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the awards and all that.
Yeah, I didn't watch. It was so late. I just went to sleep. Yeah, I went to sleep, and then didn't look like much was said. Looked like Purdy was a little depressed on his press conference. Shanahan was kind of upset because that's his second Super Bowl he lost after having the lead. So it was what it was. Oh, that's what I wanted to do, man. Like some of these awards, man, for the year in the NFL. Of course, Lamar Jackson got the MVP. He got the MVP. And that's kind of, I mean, we all knew he was going to get it. There was a couple players with some better numbers than Lamar, but they gave it to Lamar. The big one was comeback player of the year. You remember we were guessing who would get it, but they end up giving it to Joe Flacco, got the comeback player of the year, and he didn't even play a full season. I think he played, how many games did Flacco play? He played
probably like 5 or 6. I don't know.
He came back though, man. He came back.
I think we were debating on the show if Hamlin or was it Hamlin and Baker Mayfield or somebody like that, man. We're debating on that, and out came Flacco.
Flacco showed y'all who was the boss, man. You can't come back if you was there the whole season. Come back literally mean come back. Like after 8 games, you done came back. And that's why he won the award.
Oh, MVP Lamar Jackson won. He had 493 points. Dak Prescott was right behind him in second, but Dak Prescott numbers were better than Lamar. Even though Lamar went to postseason, Dak's numbers still was better. But it is what it is. It's political. Christian McCaffrey, then Brock Purdy, and Josh Allen. Offensive player of the year went to Christian McCaffrey. Tyreek came in second. Myles Garrett won defensive player of the year. TJ Watt was in second. Of course, CJ Stroud won NFL rookie of the year. Puka came in behind him. Puka had an incredible year, man. I think it's the quarterback. Quarterback's always going to get the awards. Defensive rookie of the year, also a Texans player, Will Anderson, took that one. Comeback player was, like I said, Joe Flacco. DeMar Hamlin was behind him. And then Baker Mayfield and Tua got fifth place on that. That's what we're arguing. Tua, Baker, and them. Coach of the year, I think this one was a robbery, man. Browns coach Kevin Stefanski. He won Coach of the Year. I think everybody thought D'Amico was going to win that one.
Yeah.
What do you want Coach of the Year for? Maybe I missed
Kevin
something.
Stefanski.
Yeah.
He won this year's Coach of the Year.
Who is
Yeah. For what?
The Browns coach. The Browns coach.
Yeah.
But what did they do?
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
That's a great question. They made it to the playoffs.
Did I
They
miss
made it
some
to the
phenomenal?
playoffs. Yeah.
He go farther.
And D'Amico lost by now I don't know how well I guess he lost by one. They were tied on total points.
Oh, they beat
but the coach Stefanski, he had one more first place vote over D'Amico.
Yeah, they beat the
Just
brakes
one
out for
vote.
the Browns in the playoffs.
Yeah.
45 to 14. So how the hell? What the hell?
FedEx Ground Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey. Moment of the Year, CeeDee Lamb's 91-yard touchdown from Dak Prescott. Celebration of the Year, that's an award. They gave it to Tommy DeVito. He can put it next to Mom's. Hey, and then this is the one I wanted to laugh at real quick. Jim Brown Award went to McCaffrey. Oh.
Go to anybody. Man.
Oh man.
Crazy year.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like Jim Brown, the black power, blackity black guy.
Yeah.
Went to McCaffrey. Jim Brown rolling in his grave.
Next year is going to be McCaffrey fade.
Huh?
Next year is going to be McCaffrey fade. He going to have his own.
Oh, God. Next year it's gonna be it's gonna be that right there. Be the Pilgrim.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
But I hope it don't become a style thing.
Oompa Loompa. That's Oompa Loompa.
Nah, that was Curry Claymore's page. He talking about he gonna tell his kid that this was the boss baby.
Oh man. We went a whole episode without talking about Taylor Swift.
What did I miss something? Did she make a touchdown out there?
She did, but she was on the TV. I think it was 16 times total.
Of course, that was expected.
Yeah, I think everybody got their Bud Light check because everybody had their Bud Lights in there.
Well, they did the commercial and it was supposed to be the genie, and then the guy said at the end of the commercial he was like, "I want to go to I wish to go to the Super Bowl," and he was like, "Okay," and then next thing you know, right after that commercial, everybody who was on that commercial was right there, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So. Big question: does Kansas City 3-peat?
I don't know, man. I don't even know if Kelsey going to be there next year, man. He bumping and running in the coaches and throwing helmets all year.
They're gonna have to get some receivers, man.
That's what I was about to say too. They gotta grab some receivers. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I like Pacheco, but Pacheco played a horrible game with the 2 fumbles.
mm-hmm.
And his
Yeah,
yards wasn't high.
that was
I mean,
huge.
they're gonna have to make some move. Like this team here, if you look at this team, even if you look at how they played all year long, like they probably shouldn't have been there. You know what I mean? They weren't one of the best teams in the NFL.
They
They
just
just kind
need,
of wheeled their way to a championship.
yeah, they did. They did Kansas City. That's Kansas City, man.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that is just them. They find a way to win when it's time for them to win.
yeah. I don't think. I mean, it is hard to win back-to-back Super Bowls. I don't think they're going to be the first team to ever win a three-peat. I think, especially. I mean, they have to make some big moves. But you don't
Now,
know.
now, hey, you gotta watch them in the draft because what they do is their GM. I think we talked about this before. Their GM knows how to pick some players to
Yeah.
fit in their role. And it's not like, it's not like, oh, they grabbed the dude. If you really look at a lot of their top players, they're not from places like Alabama and
Mhm.
Texas
Yeah.
and
Shout
stuff like yeah,
shout out number 4, Rashi Rice. He's from North Richland Hills, went to SMU.
yeah,
They just drafted
SMU. Uh,
him.
I think they had one from like where else? It was a weird school like a basketball school like Rutgers or something like that. They
Yeah,
grab players from weird schools or whatever, but they fit in a system. It's like they're looking just at the guy who will fit in my system to do what I need
Yeah.
him to do. So you got to watch them with they draft picks and stuff like that. They is wild. It's Kansas. Everything to me about Kansas City is just different and wild, and it'll only work there.
Yeah, because Richard James, Middle Tennessee. you know,
Yeah, it's like who picks the doggone kid from Middle Tennessee?
another receiver from Western Michigan. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. You got to look too. For me, I got to look at Andy Reid and be like, okay, now Andy
Yeah,
Reid is not a young man,
yeah,
and he can't take too many more pushes from his players, man.
yeah.
He's not
I
the
don't know.
healthiest of people
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
And he's got. I mean, he's been to what? That's his 4th Super Bowl, and he won 3.
Think
He won 3 with the Chiefs,
sounds good to me.
and lost 1 with the Eagles.
yeah, I think so.
Probably.
I think so, but I mean, I don't know. He's older. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be thinking. I mean, then some of these coaches play forever, but I'll be thinking like, man, I didn't won the Super Bowl. I ain't got nothing else. You know what I mean? Let me take this check and
I
go
don't think he
home, get some
got to that
Ozempic or
point yet.
something.
Most time when they get to that point is when they're on a down side losing.
Yeah,
Even if you look at Saban with Alabama, they was on their way down.
yeah,
You know what I mean? They was on their way down. He had some real competition coming. He would have had to build. It would have been like another maybe 4 years before Alabama came back, because he had to rebuild the team.
yeah,
With everything, he had to rebuild everything. At the same time of rebuilding, dealing with all these moves and everything else that they have in the system. Look at Belichick. You know what I mean? Although I think Belichick got pushed out, he's like, "Well, we came to a decision." Um, that's usually when they start, which kind of when they're on the way down. You don't see too many of them unless it's for health reasons. You don't see too many of them at the top of their game roll out.
yeah. All right, true or false? True or false? San Francisco is the Buffalo Bills of today.
I think
I knew
false.
you was gonna say that, man. I was waiting for somebody to say this.
They
Not
I
they
yet.
think
lost their 3rd Super Bowl, man. They lost their 3rd
I,
Super
nah,
Bowl.
I think
Are
false.
they the Buffalo Bills?
Nah,
Not yet. They got to lose one more.
nobody,
One more.
nobody is the Buffalo Bills, man. The Buffalo Bills is just the Buffalo Bills. They they was a special kind of special. And then if you really look at it, well, they didn't make it that far. They would have made it this year. I think they would have been the Buffalo Bills of the Buffalo Bills because he did not play this year the way he played last year.
he started slow. He picked it up towards the end.
Come
Josh
on, man.
Allen.
You can't start in game 12.
Oh, yeah, he
You
started
can't
in the
decide you want to
playoff.
win in game 12.
So San Francisco next year, man. So they've got some questions to be asked. I don't think their team's going to look the same this year, next year, because one, I think Brock's going to probably want more money, so they're going to have to change up their team a little bit there. What do they need? Who might be leaving? What do y'all think? Predictions on San Francisco for next year?
I think they main unless they under contract. I ain't looked at no contracts or nothing like that, but I think their main players are gonna stay. Um what they need, what they need. When everybody say Brock gonna ask for more money, I mean the dude only get like 500.
Yeah.
Come on,
Well, I mean,
come on.
deservedly.
Yeah,
I ain't saying
deservedly he need a
deservedly.
raise.
He was the starter and he made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So
he needs
I
a
mean, he's
raise.
going to take more money, but with him getting more money, that means somebody's going to have to make some cap space.
I don't think the money that he's going to get is going to be to that level.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's going to get a considerable amount, but I don't think it's going to be something like it's not going to be Dak level
Yeah.
or somebody like that.
Well,
You know what I
who's
mean?
safe?
Lamar Jackson
Okay.
level.
On their team, I'm gonna say I'll say a name. You tell me if they're safe or unsafe for San Francisco next year. All right, we'll start with Brock Purdy.
He's safe.
Safe,
All right, McCaffrey.
safe,
All right, Debo.
Safe.
safe,
Jennings.
safe.
Safe.
Chase Young.
Oh no, you didn't really get much in the game of him, and that's a missing player.
Yeah.
Chase Young. So y'all say Chase Young might not be safe. I don't think Debo's gonna be safe there. I don't think I
Yeah,
think
the
McCaffrey
injury.
filled in all of the space that Debo was doing before McCaffrey got there. And
It was,
this
but
year,
like you said earlier, you was like, I think Debo is hurt, and I feel like he was.
yeah.
So the injuries with Debo, I don't know about him either.
What about
You want him to
Greenlaw?
stay.
Greenlaw.
Man. That I don't know. That injury. That was
They said it was his Achilles too, didn't they?
Achilles.
So
That
he
was
might not even be able to play for the whole year anyway. So
Yeah.
even if he is safe, he might be sidelined. He might be the comeback player in game 12.
Uh, what about George Kittle?
Man, they didn't even target him. It's like he don't even look at Kittle. I was like, where is Kittle?
I don't know. I don't know if that was because the Chiefs was on
Scheme?
Kittle like that,
Or
or what.
Yeah, because I was like, is this the scheme he just blocking all game? Or is he going
Yeah,
out for routes?
I don't know if they was just if they was on Kittle like that or what, but nah, he was not. Was not which kind in the game.
I really think they're gonna to pay Brock Purdy. I think they're gonna have to. Well, I think they're gonna. I mean, you got Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, uh, Trent Williams. We said Greenlaw and Chase Young. I think they're gonna lose players off the defense to try to pay
I
Brock
don't
Purdy.
think so. I
But
don't
I
think
think
so,
I
man.
think with that move, they're gonna hurt. It's the quarterback. Everybody always loved the quarterback. They're gonna pull it
Yeah,
off the defense, and
yeah.
then
Everybody
I
love
mean
the
it's gonna hurt.
quarterback, but you ain't got to come up. You ain't got to jump that high to pay
Yeah,
this dude.
the dude only
And
made
that's
200,000. They're
His,
gonna have to jump up real
his
high.
agent gonna say something else. Hey, I didn't kept y'all in the running. I came from
yeah,
third string and I done kept y'all in the playoffs the year before, and I brought you to the Super Bowl this year.
yeah. But
You
like
gotta
I
pay
said,
me, boy.
I think they're gonna pay him.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna pay him nothing ridiculous. Where if they do, I'll be very surprised. But I don't think they're gonna pay him nothing ridiculous. Where some of these other like Lamar Jackson then got paid or whatever they got. I think they'll pay, but anything is ridiculous high for him because, like you said, he only made like what 200 or 500,000 or whatever this year. So if you tell him if you go from 500,000 to 100,000. That's you know what I mean. That's
I think he
I
got what
mean
8.
a million or whatever. You know that's
Yeah, now
hundred.
they're gonna. I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do. They're gonna pay him good, just like they did Joe Burrow. They're gonna pay him great because they're already targeted. This is our Joe Montana. This is our Steve Young.
Yeah.
He's brought us to the Super Bowl.
If I'm Brock Purdy, I'm asking to be the highest paid quarterback in the league. I just went to the Super Bowl. I'm going to ask to be the highest paid quarterback. Hey, you done got 2 seasons out of me for cheap. I want to be the highest paid quarterback.
No interceptions.
Yeah. I understand that. I don't know if that would work, but okay.
That ain't just gonna make it work.
Yeah.
Andy Reid, he got 4. He got 4 of them.
4. That's what I said. Yeah, 4. 3 with
he got 4.
Oh, he won 4. He won 4 with the Chiefs.
Nah, he got 3 with the Chiefs and 1 with the Green Bay Packers. He was the
he like assistant or something.
Yeah, he was assistant, offensive line and tight end coach. He came in with Brett Favre.
Okay, so as a head coach, he's been 4 times.
Yeah. Lost with the Eagles when they should have won.
Oh yeah, that was on your boy.
Now we didn't even get to the WNBA question, man.
Oh, go ahead with the WNBA question, man.
It's a question out here, man, and it's asking: do you think the WNBA and college women's basketball pretty much should lower the goal to 9 feet or 9.5?
For what?
Because they want more excitement for money.
They used to playing at the 10.
But I mean,
but you're starting to see more of these girls being more athletic to way. They had a couple of them that done dunked already or whatever else like that. So
that's what Jonathan's saying. The 9-foot goal, you're going to have more dunks in the game.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the Winnebago dunks because he don't really dunk. He too tall. He can't really dunk. But I'm talking about yamming it on another girl. Because, I mean, me and I was talking about this earlier. Like last year, it was a lot of trash talk, and the ratings to me, I think, went up for college, like women's basketball. So if you got somebody coming through the lane and just, and then the girl is, I think it's so.
My little niece and them, they be killing these things, but they still act up, and that's the excitement of the game. I get it.
Yeah.
If you do it. You know what I mean?
Because
that brings it in.
Because Shaq had brought it up before, and he said, that's the only thing they're missing is the dunk. He brought it up. Back in the day, they just shoot. Pass, shoot, pass, shoot. Then the dunk came in, and the alley oop, and handles came in. All these little things. So I think I think they should, but this is where I feel like the problem is going to be. When the girls are outside of that facility, where can they find a 9-foot goal? They can't practice at the park. They can't practice at the, Lifetime Fitness because it's going to be 10 feet.
Yeah, I think lowering the goal will help, but I don't think it's going to bring in like super numbers in. You know what I mean? I think the NCAA did a better job of. I think there's no face of the WNBA right now. Like you got to have that main character. You got to have that Michael Jordan, that LeBron James, that one face. I think the NCAA women's did good last year with making it Caitlin and making it what's her name? LSU. I can't even think of her name right now.
Who got you? Go ahead.
Okay, I think the NCAA women's did good because they were the faces and they made people see. They want to see them two play, and if people still want to see Caitlin play.
Yeah, it was like Magic and Bird.
Yeah. I think you got that, but you don't have that in the WNBA. Like there's players that we know in the WNBA, but none of them, like their names just don't stick out. Like Lisa Leslie back in the day, and there's a couple. Even Tarasi was a hell of a player, but like she really wasn't like I don't know. It's like the person, the personality and everything to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the face wasn't there.
And it goes like you said with the marketing because it's more
It's
of
a
a
lot of
machine
marketing.
behind the NCAA than the WNBA.
Yeah.
And these women have more notoriety when they're in college than in the WNBA. They just disappear.
Yeah.
I don't even know if some of these players are still playing Skylar Diggins and all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
I don't.
Skylar's still playing. Yeah.
No one watches it because it's not.
Yeah, they don't market them. They don't market.
They don't market it at all.
They don't market them well.
So and that's what the girls at LSU was saying on the Breakfast Club. Like, we're gonna stay at LSU as long as we can because now we got our NIL deals. We get chartered flights. We got nice hotels and stuff like that.
You're getting better stuff than WNBA.
Yeah. so it's like
I remember the game we went to.
Yeah.
That was what, a high school gym?
No, it was a college. UTA.
Community college, wasn't it?
Nah, Texas Arlington. UTA. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was actually an exciting game, and I actually loved the game. It was really exciting. Yeah.
But they wasn't, they wasn't at the stadium.
No. They wasn't at the Mavs.
No, a lot of tickets were free. Angel Reese was her name. I couldn't.
Yeah, Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they just got to get some better marketing. People keep asking. I think that was a big debate last year too. They were asking that the NBA and the NBA players help support the WNBA players to help them make more money. But I don't think that's make your own money. Like y'all gotta get out there.
They support them, but like you said, I think the marketing comes first because the marketing is going to bring in money.
Yeah. And you can't market like the men. You can't. I mean, to me, the women. And I heard Angel Reese on one interview, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm in the works of getting a makeup company where I could go out there and sweat, and the makeup don't come off. I'm marketing that, and I'm marketing wigs. She's marketing wigs and hair pieces that don't hold sweat and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they marketing better than the people who's marketing for the WNBA.
Yeah, but you just gotta. I think they need to put them out. Put them in the places where women, where women are watching and market that stuff a little bit better and get with these companies. And if the companies aren't doing, I think Angel Reese said she's doing her own makeup company. Like she's not working with anybody, she's doing her own. But work with it and market your own stuff. Yeah. Like you can't market tennis shoes and all of that stuff. Like don't try to market the same, but the women's market is way bigger than the men's market. You know what I mean? Way more products that y'all could give off than what the men could get off. It just got to market it right.
Mm-hmm.
So and then some kind of way y'all got to get. I think the WNBA market for men to watch, like some other way, y'all got to get the women to watch more too. What I mean?
Y'all got to get because they are there for the, like you said, for the college games, the high school games. They're there. Just got to translate that into the WNBA. Figure out a way.
And I mean, take a note out the NCAA page, man, because I mean, I've never heard so many women named NCAA women's basketball players than last year. It's like, oh, you seen Angel Reese told that girl, what I mean? They was all into it. So you got to push them moments.
The games are exciting. And like you said, it's exciting in college, so it's not going to turn down when they move up a level. No. But I feel like what y'all said is true. The marketing, you gotta have the marketing, man, because the marketing brings in the money.
Yeah.
And then after that, you can start asking for more pay because they actually have the money there.
Yeah.
Now I want to close out for my 49er fans. Hold on. Let me get the volume going.
Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you little ugly motherfucker. You a Niner fan?
Yes, sir.
Fuck you.
Yeah, So he was going to every 49ers fan in the casino saying to help you. Because he Oakland, so
Yeah. That was the
yeah.
thing too, bro. Did you see that at the end of the game? Dude stuck the Kansas City flag right in the middle of the of the field of the Raiders field. He did the Baker Mayfield, man. He stuck the flag right in the center of the Raiders field. So I don't know if the Raiders players seen that, but I'm eager to see
if they
how it
did.
goes.
You know, if they did, because the
Oh,
bus that was taking them from the stadium to the plane would have been turned over and on. No. You know what? I'm wrong because the Raiders are Las Vegas Raiders now. So
No, but most of their fans still reside
still
in
go
Oakland.
I know quite a few of them.
they still go there, yeah. But
Yeah,
they still be having the buses.
They be riding down.
They didn't care to go and circle or surround the Super Bowl. But yes, if that would have been an Oakland Raiders game, I wouldn't advise anybody from Kansas to do that. Because you'll die.
You're right.
You will die. Y'all would never make it to the play.
All I can say, the boy Mahomes is undefeated in their stadium. Playing them or not playing them. If he playing at the Raiders Stadium, if it's in Oakland, Las Vegas, wherever, he won.
Yeah. So
it's a bad boy.
Congrats again to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Congrats.
Enjoy it. You got about 6 months to enjoy it because next year my Dallas Cowboys will be there. All right, man, let's go.
Congrats, Kermit.
Because next year is our year, baby. Enjoy it now. Hey, thank y'all for watching, man. We'll see y'all next time here on the 3200.
Peace
from Kermit.